one of my most favorite Mondays with the mayor. My favorite. When we started this, anyway, speed forward. Sharon Brown, community, #community Sista, #activist, #loves children as much as I do. So Sharon, she is a big part of our kids' lives. She started at Bluffton High School the way everybody should do in their careers, from the ground up. You volunteered for free.
That's right.
With our first principal, Aretha Romebush. I can only go to my kids. You've had an impact in my children's lives from 9th grade on. And I don't think I've ever told you that.
Oh, well,
But
thank you.
I want you to know that.
Yes, ma'am.
And everyone knows her, and if you don't know her, you need to know her. So Sharon, it's really just about you. Were you born here?
No, ma'am, I was not. I was born in Savannah, Georgia, and raised in Florida. My father was military, so we moved to Florida. Mom got a divorce, raised us by herself, and ended up back here in 1974 to take care of her parents. And she was in a tragic accident right there in Moss Creek where that big tree is.
I remember that big tree.
And did not survive. Got better, then died. Yeah. So I was here, became a full-blown alcoholic at age 14. And had to get my life together. So it was through my daughter when I had my child. Just so you guys can know me real good, everybody know this. I had to go to a rehab center, me and my daughter, and I came back more determined to do the right thing, to do the right thing. I got clean and I raised my daughter. I infiltrated her into the schools and promised that I would be an avid volunteer. That's how it all started, from my daughter being in school. I didn't see many African Americans being a part of that school. And fast forward, she graduated. I was with Aretha Romebush, volunteered in the schools. I volunteered my way into a job, guys. And Aretha offered me the job. I said I wanted to wait till my daughter graduated. She did. And I've been mentoring kids ever since. I became a part of the community, and I thank the Lord for saving me, and I told him I would serve him until I die. And that's my mission, is to be in the community, doing good by others. I've made amends to those who will allow me to, but outside of that, Mayor, you know me. I'm all about the people in the community. I'm all about our children, and they are my main focus. Our adults, you guys make it. But for us, it's all about our kids and how we instill great values in them about, be a part of your community. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter. Don't come home and tell me about, this person. I want to know the problem, and let's get to the solution. And that's what we got to do in this community. Don't worry about what the problems are. It's a lot of them. We can go on and on and on, but how do we get to the solution together?
See, that's exactly what I said earlier. So many people call me, and it's problem. The ones I really love are, yes, we have a problem. This is my thought of how we can make it better.
Yes.
Sharon, I'm glad you said that, because I know your story. And we're sitting at Martin Family Park, which very close family of mine, but you knew them so much more intimately. And I told someone today, when we gave Miss Ida her day, you sat right beside me and tell me the right verbiage, but it was basically, it's nice to give someone roses before they're in the grave.
It's nice to give people their flowers while they're living.
Thank you.
When they're gone, they can't appreciate them, they can't smell them. So it was a proud moment for me as well. Miss Martin brought me in and embraced me as her own daughter, and it was a beautiful relationship. And just to know that we're sitting, that's why I chose this part.
I love it. I love it.
It has great value and memories. The Martin family is very influential in this community, and we are one. And when we start teaching our kids that the history, we don't want the history to be gone. We need to always have that history about how once upon a time, Bluffton was just one community. Black, white, all of us were together. We looked out for one another, family. We took care of one another. We embraced one another. And, to see that we would allow that to be gone, we can't.
No.
We have to make sure that people know that our community is a loving community. We are still a state of mind, even though we've expanded. The mindset is still one. we are one.
Right.
And that's the way it will continue to be for me. I'm a great advocate.
You
know, personally, me and the mayor, I love you. I
know.
But when it's about business, it's about business. And we can differentiate that, which I'm so thankful. Because there's no, it's nothing personal. When what affects my community, we need change. And how do we evoke change? We come to the town council meeting. So, for me, being community sister, somebody gave me that name, and I don't know.
I love it. I don't know who it is, but
I don't know how I got that name, but people see me everywhere. I don't feel that there should be any place in this town or anywhere in the United States where I shouldn't feel welcome or I should feel that I'm a part of. It doesn't matter, my color. It matters my heart.
Yeah. So she will come to council. I'll do the same thing. I see Sharon there, and Sharon's going to call it like she sees it. But she ends, God bless you. She'll email me, and it's not always negative. It isn't. If it's good, you're going to tell me. If you have a concern, you're going to tell me. And passion, love for our town, the heart the size of Bluffton, all 54 square miles of it. And that's the way I like council too. We don't always agree, but end the night with, I love you,
Yes.
I love you, and we don't agree, but I still love you. And that's, just watching my children come back, and now they're talking about Miss Sharon.
Haley is my
Haley loves you.
I love her as well.
Yeah.
Such a kind soul. You could tell she's just a sweet person, and all that she does, she doesn't think about herself. She thinks about other people.
And that school, I always said, is the grown-ups who don't get it. The kids in our schools today, no matter what school they go to, I really think they look at the person. They're everything I want to be and be better at. And I've learned a lot from them. And you go into Bluffton High, May River High, Christian Academy, you go to any of them, it's about you. It's not you're Hispanic, you're black, you're white. It's none of that. And they have such a appreciation and tolerance maybe, or love. They just see a bigger picture than we do sometimes. So.
Absolutely. And for our students, it's nothing wrong with having tough love. You know what I'm saying? So for me, and the appreciation that these students have for me is because you're not going to roll up with me and say, hey, Sharon, I don't play that. I earned this to have a title in front of my name, and that's a form of disrespect. So, for me, I only teach good values. I teach my granddaughter about good values. I tag her along everywhere I go. The thought on how to treat other people. I don't care if an adult and I'm talking, you say, excuse me, how you doing? You got to give them that respect. So for all my kids, and some that I never knew I had an impact on, it's a blessing. It's certainly a blessing. I love all of them.
Yeah.
I go to May River, I say, girl, I know you can't talk to me, but I love you. Some kids never hear that. They never hear that.
Well, and I was thinking before this, you and I kind of have that mama world. You're there. I'm so jealous of you because you get to see every kid that comes through Bluffton High. I got them for 12 years of children, and I try to stay involved, but they don't know me now. But I would, pull your pants up, take your hat off.
Yes.
And they're so shocked that they have such a strong mama.
That's not
and
afraid.
They need it. That's not afraid.
That's
to call
exactly
them out.
right. That's not afraid to tell them that. Oh, you're beautiful, young lady. Why you looking like that? You don't need all of that. Leave something to somebody's imagination. You know what I'm saying? So for us, we have to do that. All kids are our kids, no matter where they are. And that's how I look at kids. And I look at my granddaughter, and I teach her those same values. You be the leader. Somebody needs you to tell them, you're young. They're not going to listen to me.
Do you ever, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I think it's going on. I just don't know if you know about it. Do you ever hear back from these students down the road? Do they ever come back to you and say, thank you, Miss Brown?
On social media, connect you. I do. And as a matter of fact, I had a young lady reach out to me on Facebook, and I don't like them. I don't have them on my page like that, but through the little messenger thing, I'll message. And, that's why I call them my daughters, with the A and the S on the end. They're my daughter. They're not my daughter. They're my daughter. Because I've done something that impacted their lives. And they do. They said, so grateful, because my main saying that I used to tell them, keep it real. That's keep it real and keep God first. Those are my two things that I instill in them. Whether they take it or not, somebody told them. So yes, I do. And social media really connects me, and it's such a blessing because I can also look at what they're doing through somebody else. Because if you're on your social media page, if you're a friend of somebody, you get to see somebody else. I hate that, but anyway, sometimes it's good. And I'll just put in a little message box, is everything okay? You know, the language that you're using is so inappropriate, it's beautiful. You know, you just continue to do those jobs. So yes, I do, and it's such a great thing, and I'm just so proud that the Lord gave me a second chance, you know. Dog, I'm so grateful, and I told him, I promised him, and I'm so grateful that I get a second chance. Because some people don't.
No.
And I did. You know, I got it with my granddaughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm living my life what I couldn't do for Sable through my granddaughter. I would put 150% into her.
Yeah.
And so,
And
you know,
do.
the Lord gives you a second chance. You got to take it and embrace it.
So Sable was older than Brannon, but they were all in school kind of about the same time. And golly, Sharon, and I want to end this with anything you want to say that we missed, but you've watched Bluffton before me. I came in the 90s, grow from, and we are still a state of mind, and I'll die fighting for that state of mind. No schools, to Michael C. Riley, to McCracken moving over, to Bluffton High School.
I know.
Oh my God, we've lived through the banter of Hilton Head in Bluffton. You've seen it grow where the third floor didn't exist, but it was built, and now we need another floor to a new high school, and gosh, write a book.
I've seen it explode. I have, but you know, I keep one thing in mind. All of these kids, even those kids that when May River first opened, those kids' foundation was at Bluffton High School. Bluffton High School is the foundation of all schools, no matter what other school we built there. You know, so we got to keep in mind, you know, all of us, and when I go and walk into a basketball game with her, hey, this is just a friendly game. Don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? We got to teach our kids that. There shouldn't be any division, any hostility. But I have seen it explode. But one thing keeps in my mind, we were here first.
That's right. Well, I think about that with the Olympics this past year, and the swimmers, and someone from South Africa won, and they talked about it on the Today Show later. They were shocked that the USA women went and hugged her because the girl created a new world record, and I think put that to Bluffton. Our kids are getting it, especially over the loss of DJ.
Oh my God, yes.
It hit every school. Our parents just need to learn, let our kids love each other. Stop the rivalry. There's good rivalry on the field.
Yes.
In the classroom, but after that, we're all one. And I love that. We're all one.
We are one. So, you know, we embrace it, we take what it's worth, and then we move on. You know, one thing, you can't make change unless change starts with you.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you 2 questions. I'm putting her on the spot. Favorite lip color?
Purple.
Okay. Favorite hair color?
Blonde. It took me 5 years to get here. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to go platinum blonde. I said, you know what? And one day I just said, I'm going to be a daredevil. So.
Favorite eyeglass color?
Burgundy, really. I like these brown, but burgundy. And I like cat eye glasses, so
yes,
that's why
she does.
it's my signature, you know, glass frame.
What'd we miss?
We didn't miss anything, man. I just want to tell you I love you. And I thank you for thinking of me in such a way. You know, you never know the impact you have on people unless they share it with you. So I'm good. Even if it didn't happen, I'm so good with me right now, how the Lord has blessed me in the things that we do in the community. If we got a back to school fun day, August 8th, hey, free backpacks, fun day of fun, 2 to 5, Oscar Fraser Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And add this later because it'll go in September. So if we can pull it in, because I think one thing Sharon did years ago, and it's been amazing, very under the radar. I think we could blow it up. She hosts Back to School Day, and she's been doing it for
11 years.
11 years and there was need 11 years ago.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about Back to School Day yearly.
Our fun day. So it started, oh gosh, we'll just fast forward. So we started with 63 backpacks. The first year we did it, we thought about a day of fun. Every community should do this. And to fast forward to right now, we give away 500 backpacks. Yes, so we've been blessed. And it's a day of fun for the kids to have a day of fun before they go back to school. Yeah. So it's always the first Saturday in August. We like to keep it so everybody can look forward to it. This year here is on a Sunday, but the Buford, Jasper, Comp Health, the Hilton Head Hospital, Buford Memorial Pediatric Department. I mean, we bring health and Beaufort County Drug and Alcohol for parents to know about these drug tools that these kids have. We do the police department, the fire department, where the kids can go on the engine and do the little honk dong, get hats and stuff. Walmart ophthalmology department. We just bring a whole gamut of things that's for family. It's all about the family. And at the end of the day, we give them a free backpack filled with school supplies.
Yeah. So she's done it. She did it this August. If you want to be part of it, you can't not find Sharon Brown. If you need help, call me. I'll get you. If you want to be part of that in coming years, she never shuts the door. It's always welcoming.
Absolutely. And lastly, if you guys ever need me to volunteer to be a part of something, please, we're here together. We're one. And I look at that as one. Regardless of, we have personal feelings, let it go. The world, you see, is so uncertain now. It's changing. Let's come together. Let's love one another. I'm all about the love. You know what I'm saying, right?
I'm right. Love you. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a blessed day.